Going live. Here I am again, freezing. Okay, so welcome back to my channel. If you like what you see, leave a comment. If you don't like what you see, leave a comment. And also, if you don't like what you see, I don't care. Brownstown Borough Council. I just want to say I'm really impressed with everything I see here in Brownstown. I kind of like this place. But they've decorated for Christmas here in Brownstown, and I think it's really pretty. Kudos to them. I'm not going to make this intro so long and stand here and talk, but I'm freezing. So let's go inside.
Don't want to be buying stuff and get information after the fact. Right. And you can hold that. We weren't sure if you were going to make it tonight with that weather out there.
Oh, I'll make it.
Hey, John.
How we doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm freezing.
The wind really picked up out there.
I must say, it looks really beautiful out there. Whoever does that, kudos.
Well, this guy, mainly this guy, and our roadmaster.
It looks great. I know you guys don't have to do that, but that's something nice you guys do for the community, which is just really cool.
It's a volunteer effort, like so many other things around.
You know what? You know what I like, honestly, and you guys are actually a pretty good counsel to your community, from what I've seen. So take that for whatever it's worth. I mean, I come here just,
Okay, I'm going to hit back at you.
Yeah, go ahead.
As of February's meeting, I will be the chairman of the police commission. So
Uh-oh.
remember,
Look out.
Actually, Rick.
when you start pounding.
No. Okay, you got to understand. Okay, everything's separate. Every role you have is separate. You know what I mean? And we're working through those issues over there. I'll say that. We're working through those issues. I think maybe if a little bit of personnel changes from some other municipalities would maybe do some good. Here, I've said it before. I've said it on camera, and I'll say it again to you guys. I got no complaints with you two over there.
Well, John, let me tell you something. Not every decision, don't be deceived, not every decision this council makes is popular. Trust me.
I don't live here, so I understand that. You got to understand. My role in your municipality is I'm a mouse or a fly on the wall, that just has really good ears. That's all. You guys have to deal with your own community, which you guys do. I got no bone to pick with you guys. I do have some questions though that I'll ask like during public comment, but I'll preface them for you. Do you guys have Camtram? Camtram has stops in Brownstown, don't they?
Oh, yeah, we were just talking about that a minute ago, yeah.
That doesn't seem right to me. What's happening?
What's happening?
In Westmont.
Well, they're looking someplace to save a couple bucks. So.
Yeah, I get that, but I also really think that's going to affect you guys.
Well, they make a loop through here. What do they do, about every hour? Every 2 hours, they make a loop. Come up here and around and then over.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, if they have anything that goes through, that's why I wanted to ask. That's why I wanted to, you know what I mean? So. I have my thoughts on that, you know what I mean, that I don't want to, don't concern me, you know what I mean, but I think I'm barking up the right tree about what I think of the overall thing of it, but that's nothing for right now, you know what I mean, what we can.
Thankfully, my banister.
That's all what I think. You know what I mean? And that doesn't matter. Toby.
Excuse me. Here's these two.
Yeah. I just thank you.
Yep.
You're always on top of it.
Hey, Jess, I picked up, I think they're the 2020 read paperwork for up in Rick's parents' house.
Thank you. So
I guess in
I'll,
2024 will show up on their
I
session.
don't have my phone with me.
If you give us quick for signature.
Take 188.
once we get through, like, mid-February, you can take
Divided
the
by
other ones.
3,985.
I just need to make sure that I get all the December.
3.98 no,
Statements
no,
and all that.
3,985. 3,985.
They have to be like stamped on something by.
4%, yeah, okay. No.
So Reagan had a play date after school today, so we took a friend home with her.
Oh, yeah?
She could not hang, she was like sleeping,
Oh,
and I was playing with her friend. I
Oh.
was like, come on Abby, let's play a bet.
Oh,
And
that's
she
fun.
did get her second win, but I was like,
Yeah.
I'll play with you.
Oh, I'm sure they were excited.
It was really fun, but I felt bad for Reagan. She just dropped nap, so.
Everybody rise and pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome everybody to the meeting of Brownstown Borough Council. Roll call, please, yes.
Bill Rambish,
Here.
John Baylock,
Here.
Brian Porath absent, Bruce Shannon,
Here.
Christy Dickert, here, Michael Guyer.
Okay. 6 present. Okay, Chief, well, John, you don't want to have anything to say, right?
You have it listed third. I mean, if you guys want to do your reports,
Okay.
that's fine. But do you want me to comment now?
No, well, the chief, we're not gonna have the police chief. I was the police chief, the fire chief's not showing up. Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem.
We had 378 reports of service for the month of November. Yearly total so far is 3,985. Out of those 378 reports for November, 23 of those were on Brownstown. And the calls year to date for Brownstown are 188. 3 traffic warnings issued last month in Brownstown. And really nothing notable in the reportable crimes area, and no reportable accidents last month in Brownstown. That's it.
Chief, I'm not sure everybody on council is fully aware of the whole merger with Upper Yoder and the impact it's gonna have on the department. Could you give us like a 1 minute, no more than that, dissertation on in terms of staffing and things like that? I mean, just so people know what's going on here.
Yeah, sure. November 11th, we started doing providing police protection to Upper Yoder Township. They basically, they purchased for us to answer calls or handle any crimes there. The regionalization, if it's approved by both the commission and Upper Yoder in next week's meetings, they will officially be part of the commission. And with them being the fifth member, basically the same process was done, to make it almost like one municipality. So the budget was established using that same formula. And to cover all those municipalities with the assistance of DCED, they come up with the manpower. It takes roughly 19 full-time equivalent officers to handle that. But we were going to be working with 15 full-time equivalent and filling the other ones with part-timers. So we went from 11 full-time officers to 15 full-time officers to provide coverage. That also allows us to have 1 extra car out during the shifts to provide the whole area, and that jumps our population from right around 10,100 people to right around 15,000 people, all 5 municipalities combined, that we're providing police protection to.
And your staffing levels are looking pretty good.
Yes, I still have 2 officers that were fresh right from the academy. They're getting brand new field training program that we basically established and started that wasn't done in the past. It's a pretty extensive training process so that we know that they're adequately trained. And then the other ones had the other full-timers were coming on. Might have had full-time jobs elsewhere. They had to get their notice. Some of them don't start till January 1st, but they either are there part-time or they're being eased into it as well. But we're also still open to applications.
And there's a plan to move the headquarters from the Westmont building over to the Upper Yoder.
There is,
building.
Chief Blake and I just recently went over some of the assets they have over there that we can use, and then, that stuff needs to be appraised, to more or less discount or give them, I guess, a credit towards what they pay the first year, potentially. But we are planning on moving over to where their office is, because it's probably almost twice, if not three times the size of the office we're operating out of there. We're busting at the seams there, and there they have a lot more space. So we do plan on moving over there.
Thank you.
I just have something quick for you.
Sure.
The van at 150 Havoc, where are we with that?
We had a hearing last month and everything was continued again at the Van Hyde office.
Okay. What, probably February?
January, I want to say January 26th, but don't
Okay.
quote me on that.
Why was it continued for a van? It's not like a property, right? It's a
Well,
vehicle.
everything is being together. Like, they have all those, Laurel has, I don't know how many citations against them, so that she's been keeping everything
Is
together.
it like a motor vehicle code, not a property?
Well,
Like,
no.
I guess I don't understand.
Yeah,
right?
what, the citation from us was for your nuisance, because the inspection's out on it, but the inspection's a New York inspection, and I can't really enforce that, but because the tires are flat, the inspection's out, it's more or less considered a junk vehicle.
Mhm.
So she's supposed to address, either get it inspected or get, so that it's movable, and then it's no longer technically a violation.
So it'd have to get registered in the state of Pennsylvania.
Well, the
Everything
the
together.
current owner lives in New York, she lives in New York, and is registered in New York. So that's where their problem is arising, and she's given her time to get that all lined up. Along with the building
Yeah.
plans, she's supposed to provide to Laurel, something about, I don't know, trusses and, but everything that Laurel had, and then the one we had regarding that van, she's been just keeping everything together at one time.
Just what you have on that from Laurel, I was gonna ask the chief, but
Yes.
do you have more information than he has, or should I ask him? He's probably gonna get more.
I got a phone call about that property, and they basically said they're probably gonna continue it again, and I said, if they do that, then we want like a contract from a contractor that said he's gonna put a roof on, or something in writing.
We want
Because
engineered drawings.
I
We
said,
don't
what-
want
well,
any flat line
They
ice
did
to
get
be
an
on.
engineer.
Well, but how do we know? Like, I'd want the drawings, and then I want the PE license verified to make sure that it's not a bogus
Well, they
PE stamp
should-
on the drawings.
They're the people we hired to approve all this, to issue the permit, so they already told them that they would have to have an engineer look at it, make sure, to say that those walls are structurally sound in order to put a roof on.
I think
so.
her point to call me was because of the weather. And I said, okay, yes, it's gonna be bad. Yes, you're not gonna be putting on a roof, but we want something that says we're gonna be paying this person to put on
Did I
this
see
roof.
something that it said that they were issued a permit? Is that what happened?
I believe after the continuance they sat down, they did issue a permit.
They did all the paperwork they needed to get it out of demo into putting on a roof.
Right, and I guess my question would be, because I don't have faith in Laurel, so what decided to advance that? Did somebody do the check and say, okay, your PE license and drawing is good, this is a true professional engineer, architect drawings, but like,
No, we didn't have a representative there. Did you see any of that?
No, I knew she had drawn, like, I was not involved with that part, I just happened to be sitting in the room. She did have drawings, I don't know who they were from or how they were done, I just know
so maybe
that
we
she
can
had
follow up
drawings.
with Laurel with this
And
question.
they did demand from her something about the truss load or whatever that they needed from
PE
somewhere.
stamp,
Yeah, they did tell her all that, and you have to have this, you have to have that, they wanted it all spec'd out. So that was one of the reasons for the continuance, was for her to get all that information. But they did issue, they were talking about her going online to fill out some paperwork for the permit, they got to do the trust to go further, so.
I wish we could get her to come to a meeting. She's actually a very amicable person to
Yeah.
talk to. She is.
Right, I just feel like this keeps dragging on,
Yeah, it
they
does.
keep finding
It
ways to
does.
find another 30 days, another 30 days.
Yeah, I agree. On another note, I can't remember where it was at. I was driving around in the borough. I saw a vehicle, I think it was over on North Street, that was jacked up and had a brace underneath the axle and the tire was off. Is
Jade. Is
it Jade Street?
the Jaguar.
Jade Street, that's right, Jade Street. Is that legal? I don't know of any borough ordinance that,
Is it in the yard?
no, it's on the street.
It's on the corner of Jade and Gable at
Out west
one,
of the corner.
yeah, 120
That's
Gable.
right, that's exactly where it's at, thank you.
On
Um,
the,
Is that legal, or is that, I mean, that sounds like a safety issue to me. Kids crawling underneath there or something.
yeah, there's potentially a safety issue, but it's just on a jack stand. I mean, a good push, you could probably push one of those over. I mean,
Yeah. It was a little
Yeah.
hokey when I saw it, and I wasn't sure what to do. I don't know of any borough ordinance.
yeah, I'm not aware of one either, so I say I'll have to look into that.
Well, if it's
That's
on the
right.
road, you obviously can't drive it.
No, but if it's parked, and legally parked, that's where another issue comes in through. I mean, if they're working on it, if it's been sitting there for a few days,
Yeah.
I mean.
No, it's been
yeah,
months. Yeah, it's
So-
been months.
Then, yeah, we'll have to look, that's something we'll have to look into then.
Thank you. That had me a little concerned when
Okay. Anybody got anything else for Chief? Okay, appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, Kevin's not coming, he had a fire, I guess, so he's got things all tied up with
Do you know anything about fire taking over?
Is there any update on what's
all
going to be
of
going
Lower
on
Yoder
with
now?
Crispin
For the
Sunday?
time being,
Fire
from
department
what I
stuff.
heard, there was some higher officers in Fire
Thanks.
Is the meeting Tuesday at 5, same time?
Supervisors.
Okay, thanks.
I don't know
See you,
what
BJ.
went on, I didn't hear anything about that. And it was a sort of an emergency thing where they came from the still fire and covered the full chalet until they get things straightened out.
I just forwarded to you.
Okay.
It's the map. Excuse me.
Okay. John, you'd be up next.
Okay, it's my turn. Hi, everybody. John Klanch, our Southmont. So I'll make this short and sweet, and since there's nobody else in the public, I'll do my best to speak with the most respect that I need to. But I wanted to talk about something real quick. First of all, if everybody's paying attention to what I said before the meeting about it looks beautiful in here, and thank you guys for doing what you guys do for your community. I really think you guys have a handle on how to represent your community. Honest to God, and you know, Bruce, you said it's a tough decision you guys have to make, and you know, you obviously know how to take the criticism too. I mean, you do what you think is best, okay? And for what that's worth, you know, I commend you guys. You know, like I said, it looks beautiful. Something I wanted to talk about, what I was alluding to too, is, you know, it's in the news that Westmont isn't going to be funding Camtram fully or whatever that might be. And I get the feeling that in some way that might affect you guys, okay? I don't know how or why, but I just feel that in some way that this community might suffer some of the consequences of them, be it route changes or something. So maybe you guys might want to talk to Camtram to ensure if you guys are making your full payment, that they're still servicing you guys the same way. You know, I'm aware of the way things go around here, and sometimes it's tough to get everybody to do their jobs correctly, okay? And you know, sometimes what Westmont does isn't the best for what you guys do. I've said that before. I wanted to actually, and I'll speak about this, and if you guys want to respond, that'd be great. But I'm curious to know your guys' overall impression with Laurel Municipal Inspection, because I've dealt with them in several different municipalities that I own property, okay? And it seems like they suck, for lack of a better term. Okay, every municipality that I go to that they represent, okay, they do a shitty job. And I can't use any other word than that. They do a shitty job, okay? They'll find one or two properties to absolutely pick on and annihilate and drive that resident nuts, okay? And then what happens? They're not prepared enough, and they don't know how to execute the law properly. I don't know why Mark Walker quit for everybody else, okay? I don't know why he streamlined, you know, but he was good at what he did. I mean, he was, okay? And from what I understand, there is going to be another zoning company or business coming into play that Westmont, I think Southmont's going to be participating in. I don't know about that. You could talk to Amanda about that. I just heard that or checked my videos about they had alluded to something, because Southmont has had it with Laurel Inspection also. I don't know how or why that ever came to be, but they're up in Carrolltown, okay, and like I said, I can list incidences where they'll charge somebody and then they just either dismiss them or they don't follow through. They wait for months and months and months, okay, which has to be frustrating for you guys. You guys complain and then it goes on their list, nothing happens, you know. I think my personal opinion of zoning is I think it should be handled in-house by every municipality. Whatever the cost is, whatever it takes, okay? Because at the end of the day, the only recourse you guys have for zoning is to literally charge somebody with a crime. Okay, that's and if they choose not to comply, sometimes it's some people don't have the money. You know what I mean? They might have inherited a property, or they might be old, and there's a reason. It's not normally this idea of, well, somebody lives out of town and they're not taking care of it. It's probably more innocent than that. It's probably that either A, the house is in limbo or in probate, or it was purchased by somebody, whatever the case might be, that they can't afford to do anything about it. So then you drag them into court, right? Or the zoning officer drags them into court, and then they're put over a barrel. Either you pay the fines and go to jail, or we'll put a warrant out for your arrest, and every day it's going to be another fine and jail, or fix the house. Okay, well, we know what property. Do you expect everybody, some of the properties that are some of your worst properties that I'm sure that people complain about, do you expect owners to fix them up? Do you expect them to to put all this money into something that they're never going to return? Do you understand what I'm saying here? So is it really effective to pick on people and to pound on them with this? And like I said, the problem lies in their executing Laurel Municipal. Okay, I mean, you talk with other municipalities and the problems they have, the problem the city has with them. The city has firemen going out looking for code infractions. Okay, because this Laurel Municipal doesn't do okay. I have my off the record reasons why I think they were instituted, and I think that was a backdoor good old boys deal, why that place even exists. But if you guys have the opportunity to get out of the contract, in my opinion, I think you maybe should. Thanks for letting me talk as long as I did. I wanted to get my point across really well. You know what I mean? Because I just think that it's really frustrating for everybody involved, from a property owner in that situation, to you guys, to even them trying to execute the law. That can't. And somebody from the outside goes, well, nothing's happening. It makes everybody look. It's a very frustrating thing. So hey, everybody, while I'm on the record too, Merry Christmas to everybody, and thanks for being so nice to me and letting me come here and speak my mind.
Thank you, Josh.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, move on. I get a motion to accept the November minutes. Everybody's got a chance to look over that.
One quick maybe amendment, I think the adjournment was 8:37, not 8:36.
Okay.
Because we came out of executive at 8:37. Minor.
Sounds good.
Okay. So, motion with that correction.
I'll make that.
Okay, Kristen, second. Bruce, second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, opposed? Motion carries. Okay, just want to run down through the treasurer's report.
Yes. Rick did mention, we did pay a third of the Milky's bill. It's not shown on this, and it wasn't shown on last month's because it was on the 11th, the 7th. Yeah, the 7th, so I missed that in there. So, that was the $20,000 and change bill, that was paid and cashed.
Which we will get reimbursed for once. we
Right.
get some invoices.
Right.
Yeah.
I did have to reissue a check to Frankie for a few checks that were never cashed by her, so that's on the last page. I asked Rick Jones how to do that, and he showed me how to do it without making it like another paycheck. So that's handled. I did pay, I just have to print them out yet, but West Hills Fire, West Hills Police are both on there. And the Bentley Hardware on the last page, on page 3, it's a very big, yeah, it's from August. So it's all of our invoices from August to November. So I do have all of them if anyone wants to look at it.
This is stuff Jim purchased. Probably.
Yeah, yep, because we have an account with them. So that's why that one's so big.
Where's that at, Chase?
Page 3, like
I can tell you what a lot of it was.
5 up.
Broken sewer lines coming up through here when they were coming up through.
Oh,
They
no.
busted
Oh,
a
Bentley.
lot of them. And we did not mark them because we didn't know where they were. So we became responsible for the repairs. Some of them, we talked to the owner and did not put them back because what they were the old sewer line
Yep.
crossing over. And we talked to some like Chris Pleskovic said, hey, the floor drains are not working anymore, don't worry about it, don't do it. Some of the other people, we checked with them, the same thing. But some of the other people we could not get in contact with, and we did not want to, if they are still using our floor drain, because that was now we delve into what is a storm drain.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's more than just a.
Yeah, so that's why we would not, if we couldn't find out whether the drains were still active or not, we fixed it.
Okay.
And it was expensive, freaking pipe. And you had to get firm codes for each end, so
Yep,
that's where a lot of that came from.
okay.
Another thing is the workers' comp audit that I do every year. We usually just have me and Jim. I send them all our stuff. This year, I don't include Frankie on anything because she's an elected official. Well, she's not an elected official this year. She was appointed. So I never included Frankie usually, or Kathy. I should have included Frankie. So $72 to pay for her workers' comp. But that's on the bottom of page
Does
3
that
too.
change for next year because she was elected?
Once she's elected,
She's
yes,
for
yes.
2026.
It was just like a weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
I said she's a tax collector. I never, and he said because she was appointed and not elected. Yeah. So I think that's it.
Okay, anybody got any questions for Jess on the treasurer's report? Bruce, you got anything?
You know, money looks good, I think,
Yeah.
all things considering.
The carryover is down, but like I said, part of that is gonna be that $20,000, which we will get reimbursed for, so that will come back. So, okay, everybody has no more questions, could I get a motion to accept the treasurer's report?
I'll make
Dated
that.
bills?
I'll
John,
second that.
second by Bruce, roll call please, Jess.
Rick Rambish.
Yes.
John Baylock.
Yes.
Brian Forath absent. Bruce Shannon.
Yes.
Christy Dicker.
Yes.
Michael Geyer.
Yes.
Jess Young.
Okay. Motion approved. Next, we have a motion to advertise and set the meeting dates for the 2026 meetings, which we normally put out as second Wednesday and third Wednesday as a special meeting, right, Jess? Is what we
You guys
advertise.
want to keep it at
Is that
7?
what we want to keep it? 7 o'clock.
Okay, and then for the reorganization meeting,
Yeah.
Should that
Toby
be-
mentioned
should
the
be the second,
It has to be the first Monday,
first Monday, so that
but
would be
if
the-
you guys wanna do,
you want to go right into a meeting.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say, that way we could just get it all out of the way, then we wouldn't have to meet
you don't have to
again.
do, yeah, you don't have to do it again the next week, yeah. Okay.
Okay, is that what you folks wanna do, hit everything?
So what day's that gonna be, Rick? The fifth?
It's a Monday.
January 5th, Monday, it's the first Monday.
So we'll do that at 7 o'clock.
Okay. Can I get a motion to that effect to advertise the meetings for next year?
I'll make that.
Bruce, second. Christie, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries. Okay. Next, we have a motion to adopt a solicitation ordinance. I actually just had a gentleman who knocked on my door selling siding and windows.
Mm-hmm.
What
I
did he
did
have?
too.
Did he have a vest on?
Yeah.
Okay, would he have been, he would have had to have gone through this in order to be able to do that?
Well, you didn't adopt it yet.
Yeah, I know,
But yeah,
but he would
yes.
moving forward.
Yeah, and I did actually have, their company called and said when they were gonna be here, so I did know that.
So
yes.
they didn't just come to the borough?
Right.
Okay. Okay, any questions on the ordinance? Okay, moving forward, could I get a motion to adopt it? John, second by Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I do have
Motion
a
carries.
question now that that's passed. How do we get the word out on that? How do we, I mean, how do contractors know that they have to do that?
Well, you're gonna give a copy to the police, number one. I assume you're gonna post it on your Facebook page, and then people will know when they call, just like they're calling now, that they have to submit the information to Jesse.
Okay.
And if we see them in the borough and they didn't do the proper,
They have to be
you know,
notified.
then.
Signs would be really helpful.
We do have one, right?
I mean,
As we
every
come out.
every entrance of the borough, just to cover
We
yourselves.
have the welcome to Brownstown. What we
Yeah.
could have is,
Solicitation
we could
permits.
put underneath that possibly, solicitation, no solicitation without permit or something.
Southmont has, I think it says building permits required, or it might just say permits required, but they have them on all of their entrance.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, just, I'm not saying to criticize you guys, I'm just trying to help, truly help you. I don't,
Yeah.
if you want to know my opinion, I think the ordinance sucks, but if you want to be thorough about it, because my opinion, I'm sorry I'm talking out of turn, but I wouldn't, if somebody's coming here, contract, like you said, just coming up, how would they know? You know what I mean? Without, when they entered the borough. That's just, sorry. I'll shut up now. I'm talking out of turn.
That won't go in the police meeting.
I know that.
Okay. Any more, we've already passed, any more comments on the solicitation ordinance? If not, we're gonna move on. We need a motion to put in submit our county aid application, which we are using the invoice from the crack sealer and the 2 speed reduction signs that we got. It was a $2,900 invoice, right, Jess? I think it was $2,900 for that.
I'm trying to find it, because I think I know I have it.
They finally just picked it up yesterday. Yes, it's fine. Been here forever. I'm gonna charge those, because we
Rental.
could, yeah, we
Oh,
could
here.
have rented it, yeah.
Storage fees.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's that and the 2 speed
Yeah, I
signs.
think it came to 4,600, but yeah, 4659.80.
And our
But
county aid is normally 41.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we're gonna get the 4,100. We're not gonna get the 46, but
okay. Any other questions on that? If not, I'd entertain a motion to file the application for county aid with Mike Bowser. Motion to that effect?
Oh my God.
Jess, second?
I'll second that.
Second by Bruce. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I'll just need signatures on this before you guys leave.
Okay. Okay, next we need to adopt the advertised 2026 budget. I get a motion to that effect, or is there any?
I'll make that.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Okay, got a motion and a second. This is money taken to roll call on that, Jess.
Sure. Rick Ramish,
Yes.
John Baylock,
Yes.
Brian Porath absent, Bruce Shannon,
Yes.
Chrissy Dickert,
Yes.
Michael Guyer,
Yes.
Jessica Young.
Yes.
Okay. Next, we need a motion to adopt the tax ordinance for 25-26, which we have no tax increase.
For the 8th year in a row.
Yeah.
This time.
And get top stuff. Okay. Motion to that effect?
So it's staying at 25 mils.
I'll do
Okay.
that.
Yep. Yeah, Christie made the motion. Second?
I'll second that.
Second by Bruce. Roll call again, Jess.
Rick Ramish,
Yes.
John Baylock,
Yes.
Brian Porath absent, Bruce Shannon,
Yes.
Chrissy Dickert,
Yes.
Michael Guyer,
Yes.
Jessica Young.
Yes.
Let's see, Clearfield Borough is raising their taxes.
The county's raising their taxes.
2.5 mils.
The county's raising their taxes too.
How much did they go?
I don't know.
That's about $70 a household. wasn't it?
Which I don't know how they can come up with a number, but $70 a household here would be about 6 mils, so hopefully they're not going that high.
Wow.
Have you heard, John, I was just.
What's that, the county?
Yeah.
6 mils, I heard.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
6 mils? Just threw that out there, I did it right on the notes, so. Okay, next. We have holiday bonuses, okay?
Jesse, can you remind us what we had done in the past? Sorry to ask you that off.
Yes, no, that's fine. Let me look. I apologize. I don't know. I think last year you gave Jim 500
I was
and
thinking you 250 and him 500.
yeah, and I think me 250.
Okay,
But let me look, cause nope, it looks like last year you gave both of us 250.
who was the Grinch last year?
Game time.
It wasn't me.
Well, keep in mind that at some point in time of the year, we've budgeted for salary increases.
Right.
So, I mean, we're not like,
Yeah.
we're not just saying that, it's 250 and that's it. you know, so,
Right.
well, I don't know how
I
council.
think that's how we did it.
Yeah, I don't know how
That was
council
our
would vote on
discussion.
that, but, I mean, that will,
Yeah, I mean, it's better in other places, it's some places you don't see it, so.
I'm
You
good with
want,
the same.
want to move
Yeah.
forward, can we keep it the same? Okay,
Yeah.
can I get it, let's do them one at a time, treasurer first, Jesse's first. A motion to give Jesse a $250 Christmas
I'll
bonus.
make that.
John, seconded by
I'll second that.
Christie, quick roll call, Jesse.
Rick Ramish.
Yes.
John Baylock.
Yes.
Brian Porath absent. Bruce Shannon.
abstain.
Chrissy Dicker.
Yes.
Michael Guyer.
Yes.
Jess Young.
Yes.
Thank you guys very, very much.
Thank you, Jessica.
Move on to Jim Spencer, if I heard right, a motion to give Jim Spencer a $250 bonus.
I'll make that.
Bruce, seconded by
I'll second that.
Christie.
Rick Ramish.
Yes.
John Baylock.
Yes.
Brian Porath absent. Bruce Shannon.
Yes.
Chrissy Dicker.
Yes.
Michael Guyer.
Yes.
Jess Young.
Yes.
Okay, that takes care of all the motions, formal motions that we have. Let's got to run down through some new business and stuff like that. Comprehensive plan, how's that going, Jess?
It's moving along, y'all with dates. We had a monthly meeting last week and they were trying to nail down a date to circle back with the demographic information they were reviewing and didn't get a chance to get through, so more to come on that.
Okay. Did they enjoy their time in Brownstown?
Yeah, they did.
I want to say, I think you did a good job hosting that. I found that meeting very, very informative.
Mhm.
I'm glad.
I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that's how it's been with that team the whole time, so,
And they seemed very motivated.
yeah, I think it's gonna be a successful project.
Like I said in the past, I have sat through those in the past where they've fallen apart, and this one has stayed together longer than most of them that I've sat through, so. Okay, Pliggets, I called those folks, I was expecting a call back. They have representatives for each. What Pliggets is the Pennsylvania Local Government Investment Trust. They have accounts. We can have accounts with them, they pay a higher interest rate than the local banks do, okay, and they usually have lower balance requirements. We have some large balances in both of our accounts, rather than getting the, what is it, 0.5%, I think we get
It's
on our
on
checking
the
account.
statement. I can look.
I was sort of looking into if we could get something close to 4% and say, in particular, in the sewage account,
0.25.
we would have, I don't know, we could probably get $75,000 in that account, we wouldn't have to touch it. At 75, at 4%, that's,
Because you're a municipality, do you have to use something like that, or do you just?
you don't have to use, you can use a bank also, but what it has to do is it have to be FDIC insured. Okay, so you're gonna have to put it out any place. Okay, there are also some other guidelines. The authority uses them, and I'm waiting, I'll get some numbers back from it, but if we can, like I say, if it's, the rates are coming down, but let's just say it's $80,000 for it, it's $3,200 a year,
All right.
okay?
Yeah, and we really, we're in a position where we really need to make our money try and work harder for us. We really need to do, every penny counts in this borough. And, you know, when you put that kind of money in the bank and you're drawing,
0.5%.
0.5%,
It
it's just-
might even be lower than that, quite frankly. But,
and of course, this would be liquid too, right? If we needed, we
It would
could get to it.
still be
at any
liquid,
point.
and I think we'll see, and maybe they'll even send someone, I don't know, I've seen the woman's name, and she was supposed to get back to me, but she hasn't. They haven't spread out, but they have different representatives for different parts of the
Yeah, we
state.
have a local representative, and you have to play the phone and email game.
Well, no, they only have like 4 people that cover the whole state. And so, but they have my name and my phone number, and I gave them the borough email and my email, so if they get back to us, like I say, we'll try and get some information. That's not something we have to do right away, but I think we're wasting, and we're wasting some money that we could be earning.
Well, in January, we'll have a better idea what our carryover looks like, in our bank balance, so, you know, it'd be a good time then to determine.
I also have, I got a contact with FMB that I use for the water authority, and I don't think they're gonna be able, because they want bigger numbers than Pliggett would want.
They're not,
Yeah.
they're
Joyce,
not
I can't-
municipal friendly. Let me just throw that out there.
Yeah, I can't see, I can't remember what Joyce's number is, or her last name was, and if she helped work through, but they might require a larger balance than we can handle, so. Pliggett, a lot of other municipalities use Pliggett's, it's like I say, the state has it set up, so. We'll get some more information, and if you guys have any questions, we'll, you know, see what we can do about making a couple extra dollars. on that.
Do you know if they have any fees to join the trust, or if it's just
I
like?
don't think there's a, you have to join, but I don't think there's a charge.
Okay.
But we'll find that out. There could be, yes, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Okay. We already covered the holiday bonus. This is old business, fire service fee. I've seen a few of them in the mailbox, yes, so,
Then I can give you an update in executive session.
okay. Okay, so we'll move on.
Did Fire Hall contribute anything this year or no?
I didn't see it. Well,
They paid their bill, but
they pay their $33, I think,
Yeah.
that's it. Didn't go anything over and above that, though.
Interesting.
We're not getting anything
That's just like,
garbage, so. Yeah, I know. I'm there with you.
Borough municipal update, I see we just had a couple of things on
Yeah.
our list.
And one thing to add, I did get 2 different people contact me about an address on Crystal Street. I did go and look at it, and it is one that we have previously filed with Laurel, that at the time Laurel said there were no, violations. I called Laurel today just to see if we could use that same violation that we paid for, that
I'm sure they said no.
nothing, and they said no.
So
Um,
can we use the quality of life?
So we could, but it's just going to be me sending a ticket in the mail as a warning.
Warning.
It doesn't really fix the fact that there's 20 bags of garbage on the porch. I hope that it would, but it's not gonna fix it till at least next week.
Yeah.
So the first warning, they get X amount of days to fix it. If they don't, then they get a ticket, right?
Yeah.
If they don't pay that.
What we
then-
really want is them to just clean the porch off.
Yeah, we don't care about the money. We want the problem
Right.
fixed.
So,
I mean, it's
Yeah, I'm
senseless
gonna-
because she pays her garbage.
Yeah, she pays her garbage.
Right.
I don't understand. Why don't you just put your garbage out?
Right.
did anybody just talk to her?
I don't know if I have her number. I do have a lot of people's numbers saved. I may
She
have her
says
number.
did you hear what the chief said about her? She does not, she's afraid of police.
But
She
I don't
won't-
know if
she
she'd be
won't talk
afraid
to
of me
them
calling
face
her.
to face, but she will talk, maybe Judy has her number. But she says, that Steve said that she will talk to them on the phone, but she will not talk to them face to face.
And I have spoken to her, not about anything like this. She just had random questions throughout my years, and I've spoken to her. But I guess I'm thinking like, I know I can ticket her. It's just gonna be the warning, but really, we just want it cleaned up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but the warning would be a starting point. If you want to carry on, this is at your discretion. You just,
Yeah, the whole point of the quality of life ordinance was to try and resolve issues
Sure.
at the lowest possible level.
Right.
Right.
And to deconflict these things is, because we just want the problem fixed.
right.
we're not
Um,
looking to make money on it.
No, and then if it has to be elevated, then it
yeah, I
has to
don't
be
have her
elevated.
number saved. I might have it. I'll look. If I have it saved, I'll call from here and see if I can get a hold of her. Otherwise, I mean, I'll send a ticket either way, but.
The 2 things I see on your order, the one we talked about, beat over the hill, already, the New York one, and Pat, I've talked to Phil several times. Him and his 2 boys are working on that place constantly. If you go up and look at it, there ain't much left of the building, quite frankly.
Yeah.
There isn't much left. He expects to have it. He's scaled back from what he was gonna do, where he talked about putting a roof on. Now basically, all it's gonna be left is a place to park a truck. He's gonna
Yeah,
have a little
It's gonna
garage
be
there.
kind of like a pull-in carport.
Yeah, so it's scaled back considerably what he was originally talking about doing, so. But like I said, they're working on that all the time. They're hauling, like, every other week or so, they're hauling a trailer load of garbage out of there. They have the trailer sitting in the backyard. So, anybody else got anything else on Laurel? Okay, roads, I guess we'll address that in executive session. Storm drains, as soon as weather breaks, I'm gonna pick a few out and call, what's his name, Mike, out, I'll give it a price. I'll rebuilding a few of them.
Jimmy, Mary,
Yeah,
yeah.
see if we can get, because a couple Jim doesn't wanna mess with.
Like I said, he was always quick, did a great job, and he was so easy to work with and budget friendly. Like, he was like all the cart, like, this is how we can do it this way, that way.
Well, we actually have some boxes back there that you can use moving forward, like I said, a couple months, a couple bucks. We'll get them in here and take a look at it, a few of them. I know Jim has at least 2 in mind.
Okay.
Okay. Like, part-time winter help,
I got no hits.
I keep pounding on Jim's friend, who I've known for years also, and we can't get a commitment from Vinny, I can't think of Vince's last name.
Aptly.
Aptly, yeah, I've known him for years and years, but he won't commit. I think if we really got a big bad storm, we could probably talk him into coming out and helping, but he won't commit to, actually doing it.
Being on call. That's understandable.
How does our insurance work with that, Jesse? Like it picks up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it would
mean,
pick up-
like,
it
it
would
would
pick up-
have
it
to be an
would pick up
employee,
instantly.
like,
Yeah.
he'd start as an employee, but yeah, I need to be covered. And then when we get audited, like for the workers' comp audit, he'll be added,
You just sort of,
because
you just
he'll,
sort of
his
backdate the
stuff will be
paperwork
taken
on
out,
that.
and, yeah.
Okay. Those are garbage bills going for garbage. Yes, I seen your copy here.
Yeah, so I didn't give them the final okay because you guys didn't pass the tax ordinance yet, but, I want to make a note that, yes, at the bottom of this, it says all garbage, but I only did that because in the ordinance, garbage is defined, and if they wanted to see the ordinance, they could, but it says garbage in, Our ordinance-
Garbage and rubbish are two different things.
right, and it's defined in the ordinance as that. So, that might be confusing, but if they
One
wanted to
other
see
thing I would
anything-
do is, maybe if you could put italics or underline it or something to that effect.
Yeah, I just wanted it to match the ordinance, so if they wanted to pull it, they could
This is
say
fine, we can't put the
it's
whole
garbage.
multiple pages
Yeah.
of the ordinance in this little,
Yeah.
bill,
Yeah.
invoice, so I think that's fine.
Okay,
Everybody understands what we're talking about. Garbage is actually kitchen scraps and stuff like that.
so if you guys are good with that, I picked pink because they have a few colors I can pick that they have in stock that are cheaper.
So
So-
I don't think we had pink last year.
We haven't had pink, well, and I don't think it's neon pink, because neon
We had
colors are more
yellow-
expensive.
yellow last year.
I think it's
Oh, was
just,
it yellow? Okay, I remember green, okay.
I've done pink, green, yellow, orange.
Just rotate them every
Yeah.
year.
But I figured if it was the same, and he's gonna do them for us for $89.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, they get them out before the end of the month, I take it, right?
I usually I try to do it right the day after Christmas, so
And
that you don't get it on Christmas, but yeah,
Yeah.
The suspense on that, Jess, is what, 31 March,
16 March.
16 March, okay.
Okay, last thing we have on old business is the newsletter.
I'm sorry, I don't have
No,
an
it
update.
is what it will move forward.
I
with
did
that.
get updates, I did add the additions that I got, I just did not print it for everyone to see.
Now, there's something that isn't on the agenda, we're not gonna act on, I want Toby to check into it, and I'll check with Rick Jones. We just had a situation at the Water Authority where we took, and checked with Bill Roby on this, where money's made, I think the number was up to 30%. It's not profits, I'm talking about sewage money, okay, which the Water Authority took, and it ends up to be $400,000, I wouldn't get anything near that, but they can take it from the sewer fund over and above the expenses that we have for the sewer fund, that we already charge it. But the profits, a certain percentage of that can be taken and used as general revenue. Okay, you can check with Barban, and if you want, I'll check with our accountant, as to how that would work. We'll have a conversation with Bruce about this. Moving forward, when we are like 4 or 5 years into paying Lower Yoder, we're like 12 years into paying the Penvest loan. When those two are paid off, I'd say we could probably lower the thing, we could get rid of the $4 we put on for Lower Yoder for sure, and lower the sewage back down to 35. But we need to keep it, because moving forward, we will not get another 50% of our sewage thing paid for with a grant next time around, because we actually, correct me if I'm wrong, but we actually act as a sewer authority. The municipality, the council does. So this would be, and if it's, that account will be accruing $10,000 more a month, whenever those two are paid off. So basically $120,000 a year over and above what it's accruing now. So there could be some money there. This is why I have backed away from talking to you guys about selling it, because I particularly don't want to run a sewer thing, but there's, with the revenue problem that we have moving forward, if there was $6,000, $8,000, $10,000 a year there or more that we could move forward, they could certainly, if we wouldn't, no one would be paying anymore. You know, it would just become from sewer to us, if it's legitimate. So I guess what I'm asking Toby is to look into it for us, okay? See if it'll fly. And if it is, it's something we can look forward down the road into bringing that over. Right now, we're bringing $9,200 over, which is basically the amount of insurance that we figure we pay to keep the sewer operating, the time Jesse spends on it, the time Jim spends on it, the time wear and tear on the vehicles we use when we're doing sewer. It's like 6% or something like that. Is the number that I use to get to $9,200. 6% of our budget is the $9,200. It's sort of a maximum number you could use. So, but this could be some more income for us moving forward. It could really help a lot, I think. Okay, so we'll have Toby do a little research, and if you want me to check with our accountant on it, or you want to check on it first?
It doesn't matter, either or, yeah, I'll start looking into it if you wanna talk to Rick, that's fine too.
Okay. Have you got anything else? If not, I'd take a motion to move into executive session.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
All right, John?
You guys making any decisions or anything? Are you gonna adjourn out of there?
Yeah,
Just
we'll
gonna adjourn.
Cool. All right. Well, hey guys, appreciate y'all. Merry Christmas to everybody. You know, thanks.
Thank you.
Yep. Take care. Look at that. They even decorated this in here. It's really pretty. Okay. I'm gonna end this in here because it's freezing outside. So, Brownstown Borough Council meeting. Not too out of here pretty quick too. That's good. So, thanks for watching. Appreciate you stopping by. Merry Christmas to everybody in Brownstown Borough. Thank you very much. Again, if you like what you see, leave a comment. If you don't like what you see, leave a comment. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it. And got a couple more meetings coming up here throughout the week, throughout next week too. So it'll be fun. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.